Good morning, everybody. Welcome to class 3. Happy Wednesday. So today's Google slide presentation is going to have you continue to look at patterns. So we just did a project on patterns yesterday. Today we're going to be looking at patterns. Instead of creating your own patterns, we're going to be looking at how different artists create patterns within their own work of art. So you're going to be creating today a visual, or not creating, but you're going to be responding to a visual literacy prompt activity. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up the assignment. You're going to click on the Google slide presentation. Again, please make sure that when you open up this Google slide presentation, your name appears in the upper left-hand corner, and then right directly after your name should be Pattern Visual Literacy. So once you open this up and you ensure that it's your own copy and that you can edit it, you're going to move through the slides. So the artist that we're going to be looking at is Yaoi Kaesma. She's a Japanese artist. There's a little bit of background information that I have for you in the second slide. The work of art that you're going to be responding to is her work of art called Lemon Squash. So the second and third slides are going to be giving you directions and a little bit of background information on this artist and the work of art. So the directions are going to be, please use the lemon squash to complete the visual literacy assignment. All you need to do is type into the slides because, again, this is your own copy of the presentation. Use the resources that I provide to you to assist you in coming up with your answers. So the resources that I have for you are going to be in the next handful of slides. So the fourth slide is step 1 and how to describe. So I'm going to ask you to describe the work of art, which is Lemon Squash. What you're going to do is you're going to focus on factual information such as smooth, bright, round, a lake shape, whatever you see. This is important so that you don't jump to conclusions before going through all the steps in the process. Remember that the words that you use must be opinion neutral. Don't use terms that are opinion, such as beautiful or disorderly or funny looking, ugly. So what you're essentially going to do is you're going to look at the work of art and you're going to describe it to me. What does it look like to you? But try to remain opinion neutral. This particular step, all I'm going to have you do is you can bullet point your items that you see. So I'm looking for multiple words that describe this work of art. I'm not looking for one or two. I'm looking for multiple. And then there's some examples of what that could look like below. Slide number 5 is going to have you look at how to analyze this work of art. So you're going to be using the elements and principles of design and the relationships between the subjects that you mentioned in the description. How does the artist organize the elements of art using the principles of design? What are the relationships such as size, shape, color, texture, space, and value? What was the decision-making process of the artist who wants the viewer to make certain connections within the work of art? So you're going to analyze using the elements and principles of art. You're going to be looking directly at those 7 elements and principles, and you're going to connect them with what you see in Lemon Squash. Again, this could also be bulleted points. I don't need any complete sentences. However, I do need more than 1 or 2 bullets. Slide number 6 is going to give you some directions on how to interpret Lemon Squash. So the directions are, what is the artist's purpose or meaning of the artwork based on the information in steps 1 and 2. So you're not going to know what the artist's interpretation is because you don't have the artist in front of you to ask, hey, what was your meaning? What was the point of creating this work of art? You have to come up with your own interpretation based upon what you have discovered in steps 1 and 2. This step is all about about how the artist communicated ideas or sensations or feelings. Don't be afraid of revising your interpretation when new facts are discovered, such as the date of the artwork, the personal history of the artist, etc. Now that is this for this particular step, that is why I gave you a little bit of background information in slide number 2. So that it could help you with your interpretation. If you know about the artist a little bit or about the artwork in general, then that could help you with your interpretation. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please know you have the internet available to you, so please don't be afraid to use it. So you're going to be coming up with your own interpretation. This slide, once you get to it and once you fill it in, I am looking for a little bit of information. I need more than just a sentence. I'm going to be requiring you to give me 3 to 4 sentences or more of what your interpretation of this artwork is. Finally, we have slide 7, which is the judgment slide. So this is where you can discuss your opinion of the artwork. So up until this point, we haven't really talked about your opinion. We've tried to remain neutral. We've tried to just talk about the facts of what you actually see within this work of art. However, in slide 7 and ultimately in slide 12, you are going to be inserting your own judgment. Do you like this artwork? Do you dislike this artwork? So make sure you're using information from the artwork to support your opinion or claim. Discuss the overall strengths, successes, merit of the work. This goes beyond I like or I dislike the artwork. So you can tell me you like it or you can tell me you dislike it, but you need to go much deeper and tell me why. And then there's a couple of examples of how you can come up with that answer. You're going to use the information in steps 1 through 3 to support your evaluation here. Slide number 8 gives you an example of what a completed visual literacy would look like on a painting created by Frida Kahlo. If you can't see this example very well, you can copy and paste the image into another document to again enlarge it if you're having trouble viewing it. It is rather small. Then slides 9 through 12 are going to have you actually insert your own description, analysis, interpretation, and judgment into each of the slides. And in each of these slides, I have for you the work of art, so you don't have to keep on clicking back and forth. So all you have to do is write your answer in the space provided below. Again, ensuring that you have made your own copy of this. If you're in view only, then you're not going to be able to manipulate the slide presentation. If you are in view only, you need to contact me so that I can walk you through the process of making sure that you make your own copy. Once you're done with the presentation, so once you get to slide 12, it should be saved to your Google Drive. You're going to go back to the assignment, which is class 3, and you are going to turn it in, making sure that you're submitting back this PowerPoint that's titled with your name and then pattern visual literacy. If you don't submit the PowerPoint slide presentation, then I can't give you credit for it. If you submit the pattern visual literacy slide presentation but don't write anything into it, I can't give you credit for it. Please let me know, as always, if you run across any concerns or any issues, and I will be more than happy to walk you through them.